If you're watching this video, you may be familiar with our premium flat fee listings, but you may want more detailed information about our model, how it compares to other agents, and how it compares to other options you have when you're thinking about selling your home. I'm Patrick Rosser with the 513 Flat Fee Real Estate Group at Fathom Realty. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to consider our services. We're going to do an overview not only of our services, but also other agents, how we compare to their models, and also how we compare to other options you have to sell your home. So you can see right here, the first thing you'll see is our savings calculator. We have it set here at $500,000. Your potential savings there, if you were to work with us compared to a traditional agent, would be $7,500. But you'll see if you start over here on the left, you can go anywhere from $250,000 all the way up to $1 million. All of our clients are typically within that price range. We do work outside of that price range, below $250,000 or above $1 million on a case-by-case basis. But for the sake of this video, understanding our pricing structure, we're actually going to stick with this range here. So again, if you're outside of that price range, let us know and we can work something out potentially on a case-by-case basis. If you start here on the left at $250,000, you see the savings is at zero, which means our fee is the same as a 3% commission that another agent, most agents would charge. As you slide to the right, your home value goes up. You'll see that our fee is the same. And the difference, the savings that you're getting is the difference between a 3% commission and our fee. So the more your house is worth, the more you're going to save by working with us compared to a traditional agent. That's the nature of a flat fee. It's the same fee regardless of the value of your home. So the way we view it is we actually treat every single listing the same. We treat everything like $1 million listing, regardless of what it's worth. We do luxury marketing. We promote it on all the websites and apps that you'll see here in a second. We do professional photos and videos, which you'll see examples of here in this video as well. So we believe we do the same work regardless of how much the home is worth. So why not give everybody the same level of premium service of luxury marketing? And then through our business model, we can actually save our clients quite a bit of money. Now, I realize you may be wondering, is it too good to be true? Is it really possible to provide premium service, luxury marketing, and still save our clients thousands of dollars? Well, this next section is going to answer that question for you, show you how our model works and how we're able to do this without sacrificing the quality of the service that we provide for our clients. Rather than wasting money on brick and mortar offices like most real estate agents and brokerages do, we actually invest in people and technology in order to operate our business more efficiently. As a result, we do save quite a bit of money, and rather than pocketing all of that money, we're passing that savings on to our clients. And that is literally how we're able to provide a premium full service experience for our clients without charging them as much as the other agents do. So we do not sacrifice the quality of our service for the savings. You're actually getting the best of both worlds. In this next section, we'll highlight the services that we offer and how that compares to other agents and how our pricing also compares to other agents and other options you have here. As you can see, our model here is in the center, $7,500 due at closing. That's for the listing services that we provide. The buyer's agent commission is calculated separately. But you can see all of these services have a green check mark, so you can go through those if you want to browse on our site on your own time. If you have any questions about what those different services mean, feel free to reach out to us. But as you can see, we offer all of these services, and as we compare to a limited service option where they charge maybe $99 to $9.99 upfront, not at closing. So regardless of whether they close the sale of your home or not, they're going to get paid either way. So not only do they not have a vested interest in closing the sale of your home because they're paid up front, but they also lack a lot of these services. So you can see these red X's are services that are not typically provided by these types of companies. The yellow question marks depends on which company it is, whether they offer those or not. So certainly recommend doing your own research. I do recommend actually looking at all of your options so you can make an informed decision about which is the best path for you to choose. Don't just rely on our word for it. Definitely do your own research. But as you compare it to most full service agents that are charging a 3% commission for their listing services, this example is on a $500,000 sale. 3% of that is $15,000. So you can see the cost in this case is actually double what we charge. So you would save $7,500 by working with us. If we were offering exactly the same services, you could see that we offer a better value. But what's even further than that is we're actually offering more services than what the typical agent is offering, and we're charging half of what they're charging in this scenario. So all of these yellow question marks, you would have to ask a particular agent if they offer that or not. So again, do your own research on that. But we do believe strongly that we offer the best value in the industry. If you have any questions about any of those services, you can certainly reach out to us. But we're going to take a look here at some of the photos and videos that we do for our clients here in this next section. In this section, you see our marketing portfolio. We'll click on that in just a second, but this is where you can view photos and videos of our listings. These are real clients' homes that we have marketed for them. Some of them may be active, some of them may be from the past. We actually update those on an ongoing basis to feature different types of houses, so you get a really good understanding of the different types of homes and areas that we serve and have served in the past. I don't know of any agents who offer a marketing portfolio. I think it's really important as you're considering hiring an agent to understand the marketing that they're going to do for your home. They may tell you what they're going to do, but we're actually showing you exactly what we've already done, so you can get a really good comfort level, good understanding of the quality of the photos and videos we use to market our listings. So we'll touch on that in just a second. If you are ready to list, of course, when you go on our site, you can click on this button here, schedule a call. We don't let you just put in the information and list it. We want to talk to you and make sure that we can actually help you. We're typically a good fit for almost everybody, but in some situations we're not. So we don't want to have you just jump right in without knowing that we're a good fit and that we can actually help you achieve your goals. So most people have the same goals. They want to sell as quickly as they can for as much money as they can, but some circumstances are different. We want to get a really good understanding of your home, what it's worth, what you think it's worth, see if it makes sense for both of us to move forward from there. So that would take place in that call. There's no cost for that. It takes 15 minutes or maybe longer if you have more questions. This section, you can learn a little bit more about our business model. If that section above didn't explain it for you, you can take a look at these 1-minute videos and these examples here, or explanations in the text. A lot of people want to know, why do real estate agents get paid so much? This explains that. Some people want to know how important a brokerage is, or not, how not important it is. This explains that as well. And a lot of people, as you're doing research online, you'll find that there's a lot of referral companies that can help you find the top agents in the area. This explains how that typically works. And then also, we want you to be aware of limited service realtors. Not to say you can't use them. Of course you can, if that's the best fit for you, but just make sure you know what services you're getting and which ones you're not. And again, here there's a button to schedule a call if you have questions there and want to discuss. And then we have our testimonial section, where you don't have to take our word for it. You can actually see what our clients think about us. So these are buyers and sellers. If you're thinking about selling, of course, you want to focus on what the sellers think. Of course, this will be updated as new ones come in, so you may see different ones by the time you take a look at it. But again, this is our clients' thoughts on our service. These are things that they write themselves. We do not coach them on writing the right testimonial. This is just their words about their experience. So there's probably somebody in here you can relate to in their situation. And so that'll give you a little bit more peace of mind knowing who you're working with and what our clients have experienced in the past. We're going to go back up here to the marketing portfolio and take a look at some examples of professional photos and videos that we do and have done for our clients' listings. So the first thing you'll see here is about 6 or so listings. We do update this, so you may see some different ones here. We're going to take a look at this one in particular, which right now, as of February in 2023, happens to be on the market right now. It's an active listing. This one's a pretty high price point for Cincinnati. So we would consider this a luxury home, but we do this type of marketing for any home, regardless of what the home is worth, because we believe very strongly that doing luxury level marketing for every listing is going to result in the maximum number of showings and offers, and ultimately the best price and terms for the sale of our clients' homes. And that's why we invest typically more than the other agents do, even though we're charging less. So it's much better value, we believe, than what else is offered in the industry. So these are the professional photos. So we do hire this out. I am not a professional photographer. Our agents are not professional photographers. We don't try to do both. We try to focus on what we're good at. So you can see there's some high quality photos here, including aerial photos. One thing you'll see here, you may not notice unless you look at other photos and compare, is we do deluxe editing so that there's no blur coming in from light from the outside. So you'll see in the video later, those are not edited in the same way. So you might see some of that sunlight coming through. But this actually helps everyone to kind of see what it would be like to be there without the glare in your face. But this is a great representation of what the house actually looks like in person, which is the whole point of your marketing online. We want it to look as good as it possibly can. Of course, encourage showings, which result in more offers, which will get you ultimately the best price and terms for the sale of your home. So we do spend quite a bit of money, invest in this marketing because we believe it's the most important thing to market your home to get you the results you're looking for. If you're interviewing other agents, which again, we do encourage you do, I would press them strongly to see if you can actually get examples of their photos and videos, or even if they do videos at all, of their listings. That way you know what your home may look like once they market it. The trouble is if you don't get that in advance and you sign a contract with them, sometimes for several months, and you don't like their marketing, you're kind of stuck, contractually obligated to stick with them, even if you don't like their marketing. So you can see as we go through the home, we also kind of arrange these in a logical fashion. So it's the same way someone would actually walk through the home. Sometimes we see with photos, and you may see in examples if you get some from other agents, some of them don't take professional photos or videos at all. Some of them do take professional photos, but they don't arrange them in a logical manner. So they literally jump around from outside to inside, upstairs, downstairs, this room, that room. And yeah, all the photos are there and maybe they're high quality photos, but it's very disorienting for the viewer to try to figure out which room is which and to get the overall layout of the home. And it's just a generally off-putting experience to be bouncing all over the place in the photos. It takes extra time for us to do this in this way because the photographer just gives it to us as a batch of photos. But it's well worth the extra time that we spend to make sure that we're marketing your home properly. Again, we're trying to encourage viewers of these photos and video to schedule a showing. And if they don't like their experience for any reason at all, they're probably not going to schedule a showing, which means they're never going to write you an offer, which is a missed opportunity for you. So we want to make sure we're encouraging everybody to have the best experience possible when they take a look at your listing. By the way, this is an example of the web page we create for our listings. It's the same format here. We're focusing on the photos and the video primarily. We also have a description that's also in the MLS, and we have a schedule a showing button. So you can actually schedule a showing if you want to take a look at it as a buyer. This is more for buyers who don't have an agent already. This cross-references with our calendar so they can pick a time. We would confirm that with them and make sure they're not already working with an agent. And if they're not, then we can go ahead and show them the house ourselves as well, either myself or another agent on the team. So that's really important to have that convenience as well. We do share this link when we share on social media. And if anybody asks for information on the home, et cetera, we share this link rather than a link to Zillow or realtor.com or MLS or something like that. This is a very user-friendly, simple format that they can just kind of focus on looking at the house, and if they like it, they can schedule a showing. We don't want to confuse them with all kinds of other tools like mortgage calculators and other opt-in lead forms that other sites have and things like that. We're not trying to generate a listing. You'll notice in here, the only time that we actually have to get their contact information is if they want to schedule a showing. We're not trying to force them to submit their information, even to look at the photos. We want to promote your listing as much as possible. Primarily, if they don't have an agent and they want to schedule a showing, we're happy to accommodate that. Here's the video. You'll notice that it is actually a video. I'll turn the volume down here. It's a video, not a bunch of photos sewn together to look like a video. So our photographer uses a drone to get these aerial shots. It does cost more, of course, for us to have this video because it's not just the photos sewn together. It's a whole nother shoot. It's more time for them, more equipment for them. But we think it's well worth it. This gets you a good understanding of the layout of the home. We have a lot of potential buyers on this listing because it is at a higher price point that are corporate relocations, which is pretty common for this particular area at this price point. So this is really helping them to picture being in the home before they have a chance to actually go in person. So this has been encouraging a lot of these potential buyers to come in town and actually take a look at it. And on the flip side of that, if some of them don't like the layout for whatever reason, they're going to find out what the layout is anyway. So even if we don't show them this and they don't know the layout, they may come and do a showing, but they're not going to buy the house or write an offer even if they don't like the layout. So this also helps to filter out people who, for whatever reason, think that the house will not work for them because of the layout, the floor plan. That way, when you have your listing on the market, and we're hoping that these people look at this video to get an idea of the floor plan. We're assuming that they already know what the layout is. They already like the pictures. They like the floor plan. Now they're going to see it in person just to verify that it's everything they're looking for. So this gets them excited, but it also filters out people who wouldn't consider this as an option for them for whatever reason. This gives them as much information transparently as we possibly can about the home, so that we don't have extra people walking through the house and making it dirty and inconveniencing you if you're still living there, to have to work around their schedules and get out of the house for showings if they're not really serious about it. So it definitely gets people interested. It also filters out people who aren't really serious about your home by having the photos and the video, which gives them the layout here. So just like the photos, it's a pretty logical progression here through the house of how they would walk through it. And gives them a good overview of the home. Even if they're relocating from out of town, they can get a pretty good idea of what to expect once they see it in person. We'll go back to the marketing portfolio page. We're going to click on view more listings just so you can see that there's other ones to choose from here. Different types of homes from different areas in the greater Cincinnati area. Feel free to choose whatever you think is relevant to you and take a look on your own. These may look different than what you're seeing because we update them regularly as well. But the other thing to understand is how we promote, like where we promote your listing online. So we put the information into the MLS, which is the platform agents use to connect buyers and sellers. Most buyers are going to be working with an agent, not all of them, but most of them do. And so it's important that you're in the MLS to make sure you're getting exposure to those potential buyers. If you're not a big believer in the MLS, I would just challenge you to think about selling something other than a home. And the best way to sell as quickly as you can for as much money as you can is to expose that item to the largest potential pool of buyers, the largest audience you possibly can. So you don't want to eliminate any potential buyers when you're selling something, when you want to sell quickly and you want to sell for top dollar. So regardless of whether you like working with agents or not, or you're not sure how valuable it is, suffice it to say, you need to make sure you're marketing your item, in this case, your home, to all potential buyers to make sure that you can sell as quickly as possible for as much money as possible. Maybe if you're selling on your own without the help of an agent, you're not in the MLS, you'll be able to get your home sold, but maybe you wouldn't be able to sell it for as much or as quickly as you could if you were in the MLS. If you have any more questions or you want to discuss that in more detail, I'd be happy to have a conversation about that. This is just a small representation of the most common sites that our listings are promoted on. They go on all of the real estate websites that consumers use, all the brokerage websites, all other real estate websites and apps. We also promote our listings on social media. These are the channels that we focus on. So you can actually click on any one of these links. It'll take you directly to those pages, those channels that we manage, so you can see examples of how we promote our listings on there as well. And then, of course, our testimonials we've talked about already, and the ready to list schedule a call button if you want to go ahead and get started with everything. So we do appreciate your time here, taking a look at our service here, our premium flat fee listings. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us. We've got our contact information here at the bottom. You can also click on any one of these schedule a call buttons. Those are all going to send you to the page where it says a discovery call. We can have a discussion. It doesn't have to be about listing your home. It could be about something else related. Maybe just you want some free advice on what you should do to get your home ready to sell. That's probably the best way because it does cross-reference with our calendar. That way we can set aside the time to make sure we're prepared for the call, make sure it's a good use of your time. And by the end of the call, we can both determine whether it makes sense or not to work together towards achieving your real estate goals. I'm Patrick Grosser with the 513 Flat Fee Real Estate Group at Fathom Realty. Thanks again for watching.